that would be very bad.
You're gonna attempt to figure out how to match up the audio/video later on.
Yeah, or just completely use one of the mics and recordings. So yeah.
Are they both recording?
Yes.
Okay.
So introduce yourself first.
I don't know what name I'm gonna use yet.
Okay, just go through every last name then.
I was thinking about using Undecided Evie.
Okay, Undecided Evie, Evie Sowers, Evie, Evelina, Elena Vanette, the Psycho TARDIS, Firefly Girl. What was it, 96?
No. I don't use Firefly Girl.
Okay, you don't use that anymore, but you still used it, and you still have accounts to that.
I only have one account to it, and it's only an
yeah. The
which
point
I don't
is,
pay any attention
this
to.
person doesn't have a real name. My name is Zeke, the 14th Lord, or you might know my real name, which you might not. But yeah, we just got back from seeing Oculus.
It was wonderful.
In the theaters. A nice, small, cramped, regal theater room.
Yes.
Okay.
We sat kind of like we sat in the front. It was a fairly small screen, so it wasn't one of those. We were in the first row, and the screen wasn't big enough that we had to like. What's going on over there? It wasn't one of those screens, so it was the smaller screen, and we were in like not the first row, but like the first full row. The other row had seats on the sides only.
So let's get started by talking about the pre-movie trailers. I kept seeing the Xbox One trailer with Titanfall. That one looped like 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was the stuff that wasn't really like the movies.
No.
That was just the stuff that they put in the theater.
Yeah, that was
before the actual trailer started playing.
Yeah, that was a theater trailer. They did show, what was it, Guardians of the Galaxy, with another movie with Karen Gillan, where she's going to be bald and looks like she's going to be just a minor character.
Yes.
With how she's barely in the
trailer.
Yeah, she's barely in the trailer at all.
I don't know. Hopefully she'd be in that movie more than she is in the trailer.
Speak louder.
I hope she's in the...
And scoot forward.
Okay.
There we
by
go.
the microphone.
Yeah. I don't know how good this microphone is, actually.
Okay. I don't know. I'm hoping she's going to be in that more than she is in the trailer, because she was wonderful in Oculus.
Yeah. Let's get to that. Is there any other trailers of note?
Godzilla. I want to see Godzilla.
God. Yeah, there was a Godzilla
I want
trailer.
to see Godzilla. Godzilla looks pretty awesome.
Apparently, the U.S. Army was nuking him up a bit, but that didn't kill it.
No, it seemed like nuking it woke it up to make it like it just angered it. And I'm like, I want to see this. I want to see giant lizards smash up a city.
I personally have never seen a Godzilla.
Neither have
film.
I need to watch one of the old ones. They look so gloriously bad.
What about the Godzilla in, like, what was it, 2001, 2003 when it came out?
Was there a Godzilla?
Yeah, there was one with the guy that keeps stuttering. I don't know his name, but he's very famous for acting the same in every role, and he keeps just stuttering on himself and just repeating himself.
I know there was something that was sort of Godzilla-y, but it wasn't actual Godzilla.
No, you're thinking of Cloverfield. That's not.
No,
that came out later.
There wasn't Cloverfield. There was another one that was actually like lizards. Wasn't Cloverfield like a blob or something? I never actually saw that movie.
It was a big motherfucker. Yeah, it was really, really big, but whatever. So what else is there? Was there anything else? Any other trailers that was worth remembering? There was like the last battleship that looked boring.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I remember the Godzilla one, which I want to see.
Yeah. Well,
I need to see the old Godzilla movies first, though. I really want to watch that.
Yeah. So, well, now that we got the trailers out of the way, the ones we remember at least.
Yes.
Let's start with the premise of the movie. What do you think of the premise?
I liked it.
Explain it.
It was really good. Okay, so there's, like, in the past, these kids, sort of like their parents, were killed, and the brother is being let out of the mental hospital,
for having killed,
the father.
After the father had killed the mother.
Yes. And, the sister is convinced that it's the mirror, that the mirror is evil. The sister being Karen Gillan. I don't remember her name in the movie.
Kate. Was
Katie?
Kate or Katie?
Katie? Kayla? I don't...
Kayla? I don't remember Kayla.
Kaylee?
Maybe
it was Kaylee.
Might have been Kaylee, and her nickname was Kate. Something like that.
I don't remember. Something
This
like that.
hair
It
is
started with
horrible.
a K.
I need to ponytail this. Anyway, so
Yes.
whatever. We'll just refer to her as Karen Gillan, because that's how we know her. She's pretty ballin' though, isn't she? Oh, elastic.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, a magic trick.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go on. She's convinced that it's the mirror.
She's convinced that it's the mirror, and she's been doing all this research about it. It looked like her entire life was spent on a quest to track down this mirror and get a hold of it so she could try killing it. Which, we don't know how you can actually kill an inanimate object.
Up.
No, I'm just saying, it's an inanimate object, so...
Well, usually you would presume you'd smash it.
I guess.
I mean, someone tells you, kill that roll of toilet paper that I have in my room for some reason.
I would set it on fire.
Why was I showing it to the mic? I was like,
why do you have a roll of toilet paper in your room?
I don't know. I keep meaning to get rid of it, but I never get around to it. So it just kind of sits here.
Okay.
You know, just in case I really have to go. Hey. That's why I have a candy wrapper. You never know when I might need it.
I think that's there because I ate it earlier. And I forgot to put it in the
sugar
garbage.
cubes.
That's because I like tea.
You never know when it'll come in handy. And what about normal sugar?
I don't know.
Not powdered sugar. That's something else. Oh, that's actually pretty hard now. There we go. And you never know when you might need to cast a spell.
You're holding it upside down. There you go.
There we go. Abracadavers. What did I cast?
That's not a Harry Potter spell.
Swish and flick. Wingardia Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You know what? And you never know when you might just need one, but two Sonics.
That one's mine.
Yeah. Don't you know, you're ruining my stride. I'm trying to show random stuff right here at the moment. Put down there, Sonic. Stop playing with it. We're in public.
No,
We're in
not.
front of a camera.
And it's my Sonic
Two
screwdriver.
cameras. Anyway, so moving along, let's get back to the movie. So, yeah.
There's basically evil mirror.
Yes.
And
evil
it's one
mirror,
of those paranormal
horror.
Yeah, paranormal horrors,
Or
the mirror
supernatural
possessed, yeah.
Yeah,
There's something wrong with the mirror,
Yeah.
maybe.
The movie
Maybe.
The movie actually begins setting up. It actually quickly sets up. The brother doesn't believe in this stuff. He thinks it was all just their minds rationing out.
Yes, and then
the
sister.
Horrific experience. Let me finish.
Right, sorry.
Before you talk over me.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Stop making that face. Anyway, so yeah, so he actually starts trying to ration out everything, like everything they've seen, like their dog disappearing, and the mother saying it was grounded.
Yes.
For being bad. And then it's like they explain off. You know, actually, are you sure you remember it like that? The way I remember it is, dog was sick all the time, and Dad brought it to a vet, and then after talking to him on the phone about it, she said he was grounded, and then he disappeared.
Yes.
So
which sort of starts going to the thing where you're going, is the sister crazy, or is she perfectly sane and he was just kind of messed up by the people in the asylum who were like, it's not real, it's all in your head.
Yes. So
and
we have,
teach him what reality is.
Yes.
So you don't know which one's real.
Yes. So that's the premise of the movie. She actually found a mirror and has it in her old house set up.
Yes, because it looks like she spent her entire life trying to track this thing down to the point of getting a job at
an auction house.
Yeah, at an auction house, which is how she got a hold of it.
Yes, so
she kind of stole it from the auction house.
before it was shipped somewhere else.
Yes.
Anyway, so she actually doesn't just want to destroy it. She wants to prove that they were right. So she
Yes.
sets up cameras, fail safes, fail safes, fail safes, fail safes, fail safes.
4 different timers.
Yes. And everything's set up to try proving before they destroy it that, that she's right and she's not insane. And then there's the fail safe, the final fail safe, which is basically a big, I don't know what that you even called it, like some kind of axe.
Yeah, it sort of looked like a hoe for the ground, except it was really, really sharp. And it would basically, it's there, and it would swing down and go to the mirror.
Oh, yeah, and it had a ton of weight hooked up to it.
Yeah,
so.
It had a lot of weight to it. It smashed holes in the wall.
Yeah, she even showed you what it could do at the beginning of the movie. Like,
yes.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
It's not recording. Battery
that's not
exhausted.
recording. Aww.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna go mainly from there, probably then.
Hang on. You keep talking.
What am I supposed to say? It doesn't matter. You're in the middle of the camera.
Okay. Well, I don't have the batteries here, so we're gonna keep going from this one camera. So
Alright.
Look at the webcam and say hi.
Hi!
Hi.
I didn't know what camera to look at, so I was just sort of generically looking at your posters and figures.
They're wonderful, aren't they?
I know, they're my audience.
Look, there's Drossel right there.
I know.
And
And
over
there's
there.
other Jostle.
And then there.
Uh-huh.
And also there.
And there's Gardevoir.
Yes, anyway. So,
And there's... I don't really know what anime that's from.
you don't know what any anime is from. Anyway.
Well, I know the other one's got the head of the girl from Lucky Star on it.
I have my finger over your mouth to shut you up, and you keep
Okay.
talking. Okay, so. Yeah, that's the premise of the movie. Is she crazy? Is it real? What's going on?
Yes.
And yeah, anything from here on is going to be heavy spoiler territory. But
It was really, really good movie.
Yes,
It was a really, really good movie.
I would say this is like the first real.
This is one of
real psychological horror, actual horror movies, rather than
yes,
gore
it was
porn
not
or
a
slasher porn or slasher horror.
yeah. It was very, very light on the gore. It was mainly all psychological horror, and a lot more. It was like a paranormal horror, because obviously with the mirror and stuff, it was a paranormal one, but it wasn't one of those really, really slow, oh my gosh, the door moved kind of horror.
You're talking about Paranormal Activity.
Yes, but they do that in a lot of other ones too.
Yeah, but anyway, so
This one had more stuff happening in it.
let's get into the actual spoiler heavy territory. Of course, it takes only like the first hour to prove that, oh yeah, there is some really fucked up shit going on in this house.
Yes. Yes.
And
That mirror, I hated that mirror. I wanted it dead. That is the first time that I have seen like the villain in a horror movie that I'm like, kill it. Just kill that.
Yeah, usually in horror movies, it's the protagonist.
It's usually the protagonist that I want dead in
Yeah.
horror movies because they're really annoying and I'm like, kill them now. Especially like that one person. But I wanted the mirror dead. Okay. The mirror was evil and sadistic.
Come this way a bit.
Okay,
Right.
we're now a little bit more in the center.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this.
You need to face a little more that way.
I'm kind of talking to you, so I have to face this way
Okay.
to talk to you.
Well,
Or I could talk to you facing that way. That's a little awkward. I mean, can you tell I'm talking to you right now? Evie, I'm talking to you right in your face. What's up?
Okay, you do a little bit, like, not all the way. You do it more, like, there.
Okay.
When you talk to me.
But yeah, that movie, it starts out kind of slowish, and here's the weird thing about the movie: it has a constant flashback.
Yes.
Overlaid with there's
lots of flashbacks.
Here's the past. Here's the present. Beginning, end. So index is the beginning, end, past, present.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's both. They're telling they tell you the past, what happened in the past, all the way through. They tell you what happens in the present all the way through, and it meshes together.
Yeah,
It's like it kind of is happening at the same time almost.
Yeah,
which is getting into really, really heavy spoilers there.
It starts out really awkward in the beginning, but towards the middle of the movie, it comes together and actually starts flowing.
Are we gonna just go completely spoiler here and say, like, all the way spoilers?
All right.
Or are we gonna try and reserve anything at this point?
I guess let's just get to this point. Heavy spoilers. What do you want to say about this movie? What was your gripes?
I don't really have much gripes. I really, really liked this movie. I really, really liked it. I liked Karen Gillan's acting in it.
Yeah, she was beautiful. I didn't really like the guy, though.
I loved Unreliable Narrator.
Oh,
I loved it. Unreliable Narrator. So heavy.
Yes, this was
so heavy.
Yeah. This is the first time I've seen Unreliable Narrator in a movie.
Yeah, I see that in books a lot. Not in movies.
Yeah.
Because it's like actually, you didn't know.
American Psycho was Unreliable Narrator. So I wouldn't say the first time, but it's very rare, definitely.
Yeah. The character was, oh gosh, you have no idea what's real, what isn't, what's actually happening at all. Because the thing with the past and the present, the characters in the present start sort of reliving the past, and even they don't know what's the present and what's the past anymore.
Yeah, they kind of start...
So it's like they start getting completely screwed up, and they have like the young version of one sibling interacting with the older version of the other sibling, and the past and present just completely get meshed together, and the characters are kind of going completely insane.
Yes. Also, I have one very important thing to say. Look how fluffy these are.
Yeah.
Look how fluffy these are.
Yes, my hair is fluffy.
Look at all the stuff it's been eating. Look at that.
Yeah,
It hungers.
I know. I fed it hair clips.
Yeah, look how tiny her head becomes when we move this out of the way. Look at the neck.
Stop it! Put my hair back.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about the movie?
The movie was amazing. I really, really liked it. I usually do not like supernatural horrors because I tend to usually find them really boring. And most supernatural horrors are all like, oh, your suspension of disbelief about this possibly being real. Or this kind of thing. And, like, even, like, some of the possession ones like doing that, too. And I'm like, it gets really... I don't really have a suspension of disbelief. I keep trying. It's not happening. And then this one, I didn't really need that. I didn't need the thinking something like this could actually happen to be, to find it suspenseful or scary or really, really good.
There wasn't even many jump scares either.
No, there wasn't. It wasn't...
There was like 2 in the entire movie.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of jump scares. Some of the jump scares, I kind of called it.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least, well, yeah, the 2 things, yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely, it's a very fulfilling ending to me.
Yes.
But also at the same time, it leaves plenty of room for a sequel. Or even a mini-series.
Yeah, I know. I would love this to turn into, like, a small series of movies. I want another one. I want a sequel. So,
what do you think of the effects?
Oh, the effects were pretty good. I liked the effects. The blood was a little bit oddly purpley.
Was it? No.
I thought it was, well, when it was in her mouth, it was kind of really purpley. It could have been the lighting. Am I remembering this wrong?
It didn't seem purple at all to me.
Okay, I could just be remembering this wrong. I need another photo of it or something.
Yeah. And what about music?
Music was good. I liked how there were a lot of scenes of perfect silence with no music, which really emphasized it. It's like there'd be music and stuff, and then you don't realize that, which was kind of very just generic blending into the background music, to the point where suddenly the music stops, and you're like, oh. Oh. It just got quiet.
Oh, yeah. What about directing? Do you think the directing was good?
I thought the directing was pretty good. And
casting?
Yes, the casting was wonderful.
I wasn't so thrilled about the brother, though.
He was average. There was I felt he was average. There wasn't anything
I was-
wrong, but
I
there
wasn't
wasn't
feeling
too
it.
much outstanding for it.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. Karen Gillan, though, she kind of stole every scene she was in.
Yes, she did.
Oh, man.
And she was in a lot of the scenes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, huge spoilers. If there was a sequel, no way she'd be in it.
Yeah, I know. Well, she could be in flashbacks.
Cameos,
or
come on.
cameos.
I will.
It would be a cameo,
I
and
would
it
want
wouldn't be
to
amazing because she'd just be all spooky and starey now. 'cause-
Yeah, I would want to see her as the main character of the next one, rather than if there's a sequel, it's going to be the brother, obviously, based on what happened in
It
the
has
ending.
to be either the brother or
Someone
actually,
else
it probably
entirely.
might very well not be the brother because he'd probably be in an asylum now.
For another 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be in an asylum for quite a while after this.
Yeah, and then there's.
So it could be like new set of people kind of thing.
I don't know how they would spin it, but I would be
Mirror
excited.
goat.
I would be excited for the next one.
Yeah, I would like another one. Well, they could have done it like the mirror just goes to the people who are buying it anyway.
Yeah, that too.
So
But I wonder how they would do it in a way that captures the essence of this one, rather
I
than.
don't know because this movie was very, very character driven. This movie
Yeah.
was all about the characters, and
Yeah,
I liked the characters.
And at the same time, it also had two stories going on at the same time. Remember the
meshing,
yes,
the meshing.
yes. So yeah,
Yeah, I liked the characters. So this movie was all about the characters and their backstory. And
Yeah. Oh
all of
man.
that.
There's one thing I'll say: the stings with the mouth. That is
I
when you
called it.
That's when you cross the line to me.
I called it.
I blame you for it.
You blame me because I called it, and I'm like, look at it. They're both the same size. They're both the same size. She's gonna put one right next to it, and then I saw her put it right next to it. I'm like, nope, called it, and then it happened. But no, things with the mouth don't really bother me. It's more things with eyes, like knives and stuff coming towards
Okay.
eyes,
So let's wrap this up.
which didn't happen.
Let's wrap this up. 1 out of 10. What would you rate this? 1 being complete horseshit. 5, you'd watch it, you guess, but you're not neither for it or against it. 10, oh my god, we'll watch again repeatedly. 9 and
I'm
10.
not sure it's
okay.
will watch again repeatedly due
Hang
to
on,
the
hang
fact
on.
that it's
Let
a
me-
horror one and that
let-
would just kind of ruin
let-
it for me.
Let me finish.
Okay.
9, 10 can only be given if it's not just you like the movie a lot. 8 is the highest score if you really love the movie. 9, 10 reserved to the movie itself is extremely good.
Regardless of whether I like it or not, I call it a good
Yes.
movie kind of thing.
Yes.
All right. I can't give it that. It wasn't like super exceptional
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of stuff, despite the fact I absolutely loved it.
So what would you rate it?
I don't know. I'm gonna give it like
Louder.
I'm not sure what I'd give it. I want to say like it was really I really enjoyed it. So, but I can't say like it was one of those movies that I would call a really good movie that is deserving of a tons and tons of awards kind of thing.
Go on. Just a number.
I don't know. An 8?
I would give it a 9.
7? Yeah. Actually, yeah. I mean, Karen Gillan's acting was really good.
Yeah, I thought.
So that was the one part of the movie that was exceptional.
Yeah, I would give it a 9.
Because the music wasn't exceptional, but it fit the movie and it was still very good. It didn't detract anything.
Okay, let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay.
Rather than keep talking over me, you have this really bad habit.
Okay, I'll try to be better on that.
Okay, so
I'm just really excited.
yes, I would give it a 9 out of 10 because 1, I thought it was really good. 2, it's the first real supernatural that's been out in years. Not supernatural. Blah, blah, blah. Psychological horror. It's barely relies on, the staple tropes of slashers, jump scares, etc. And the storyline is actually pretty deep. Though, it's a lot to think about and talk about. Though, to be fair, they did not explain the mirror's origins and actually specifically said
They don't
know. Yes. Or why it does it.
I thought that was cool. If they explained too much about the
Yeah.
mirror, it would have taken away from the movie.
That's the thing about horror. The more you explain about what is horrifying, the less horrifying it is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And you said, what was your score again?
I was sort of thinking 8-ish, but I mean, it's like one of those, I want it to go higher, but I wasn't sure if I could.
If you think it's actually good on its own, past you liking it.
If you're into the horror genre, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. If you do not like the horror genre at all, then probably no, but...
I mean, it's not...
It was really, really good considering the horror genre.
Yeah, it's better than most of the horror stuff I've seen.
Oh, I've seen some really bad horror movies. That's called blindly picking something in Blockbuster.
Oh, God. Anyway.
No,
so,
I saw some really bad stuff.
So, I wanted to say it's... Oh my God, I'm terrified the entire time, but it did have me on edge.
Yes. Yes, it did.
Then again, I'm also jaded and difficult to scare.
Yeah.
But yeah, closing statements before I stop recording?
I don't know what else. I don't know. I'm out of closing statements.
Okay, my closing statement is, if you like horror, if you like Doctor Who, and you like Karen Gillan, this is definitely a good movie for you. If you like one of those things, this is still a good movie for you.
Yes, if you like only one of those things, watch this movie.
Yes, definitely. If you're tired of all the slasher horrors or gore porns and want some real horror, this is real.
Yes, because I found this. It wasn't gory, but it had substance.
Mm-hmm.
It had substance.
All right, and this is 14th Lord and Undecided Evie, or Eva Sars, or Evelina,
probably
or Eva Raptoris, or Eva Sars or Raptoris.
I'm not gonna go with Eva Sars.
The Psycho TARDIS, or Firefly Girl 91, or...
It wasn't 91. There was no 91.
You know
it was just straight Firefly Girl, which I can't use anywhere.
Yes. Or blah, 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 or blah, 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 or blah, blah. Signing out.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm...
I said signing out.
Okay, bye!